If I could give just one advice to people seeking easy money, I would say just do Nick the Traveler farms week in week out. And if this thing means nothing to you, then let me explain. Nicholas the Traveler is an NPC who gives special gifts in exchange for certain items. Has two versions, one in pre, Ascalon before the destruction happened, and one in post. While in pre-searing you can get gifts every day and Nick is always at the same spot. While in post he moves and gives gifts just once per week, but those are much more valuable, and in both cases maximum 5 gifts are given per account. By the way, the gift price used to be only 5k each when this whole Nick thing was introduced. Then Guild Wars 2 happened, many people left Guild Wars 1, which obviously resulted in loss of Nick gift supplies. And since demand and supply moves the market, the gifts became more expensive. They used to be around 5 or 4 ectos each for a very long time, but right now when I'm making this vid, they are somewhere between 2 and 3 ectos each, and it mostly depends on the ecto price. Lately ectos are a bit more expensive, around 8 or 9k each, so it's not surprising it got balanced out, but in the end you get around the same amount of money. Okay, let's do a little math. For instance, if you just came back to the game after a long hiatus and farmed the items, got your 5 gifts, then you would have more than 100k every single week. Plus, if you are lucky to have several accounts, then this profit is multiplied. Don't you think it's great? Because I mean, of course there are even better ways to get money, doing speed clears, Domain of English for instance, or if you get a rare drop, your profit is a lot higher. But Nick stands out for its ease and quickness. Anyway, Nick has 137 different spots, and I think I forgot to tell he's looking for a new item every week. Ergo it takes more than 2.5 years for him to be on the same spot. So I could say now, just use this or that build, this or that profession. Rather, let me tell you, the best way to get Nick items is simply to play the game. You don't believe? So basically you get items anywhere, during a mission, during a vanquish, by helping someone, by doing basically anything PvE related in the game. Just pick up the damn items and don't be lazy, because you can save a lot of precious time. So the best method is simply picking up drops while playing, then you can do solo farming. Okay, I know people like builds, so let me give you a few good ones. In general, Synod of Spirits, or shortly SOS, can do most of the farms, except if it's a very big group or if mobs use a lot of AoE damage, because that kills spirits quickly, and don't worry if you don't have a primary read, because a secondary will do the job just as fine. And spirits won't always work, then it's good to have a plan B. That's when the derps come in handy, and a great build to farm Nick items is Vow of Silence. It's very useful against coasters like LAs, Mesmers, Necros, and with some changes you can even farm melees, and it has a great AoE damage. And if there is not much enchantment removal or hexes, Vow of Strength is a good choice. It has infinite blocking ability, HP regen, and it does a lot of damage from a single spike. And really I don't want to go into details too much in this vid. I made a top 10 solo farm build video not long time ago. Watch that if you need more ideas or more builds. The link is in the description and I will put to the end screen as well. Anyway, the drop rate on the Nick items it can be very different. Some of them won't take more than a few minutes to get, but some you can buy from merchants or map traders, while others might take over an hour to farm a full set. So I think if you really don't get any of the requested items in like 10 minutes, just move on, skip that week. There are plenty of easy ones later. And I marked with the red dot the worst ones. In my opinion, those are just too rare, or simply there are not enough mobs to kill, just a waste of time. At this point I think you will know the base idea of this whole Nick gift thing, but let me show you two more things. The first is my playlist. I've been working on that shit since 2015, and I stopped making new ones for a while, mostly because it's complete, all items are there. I think I even made two vids about like 50 or even more items. so it's completely covered for quite some time. And the other thing is just how to check the actual item from wiki. You can either type /wiki in the game or just find the Guild Wars wiki into your browser, then check the right side of the screen, and Nicholas and the item is always there. If you want to farm in advance, you can click on other weeks. This is useful for even daily sessions. Or you can click on Nicholas the Traveler and then click on the cycle thing and you can see the full list. Okay guys, time to say goodbye, but before I do, let me ask you something. There is a community tab function on YouTube, and do you want me to copy paste my old nick vids every week just as a reminder, or you don't need it? Let me know in a comment. And as always, thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.